there is a harsh truth. The number of galaxies we can observe is shrinking. Every second, tens of thousands of galaxies permanently disappear from humanity's view. This is not science fiction, but a cosmic-scale tragedy unfolding right now. So how many galaxies are there in the universe? Really? 200 billion, 2 trillion, or 502 trillion? Why are there so many different answers? Are astronomers just guessing? If not, where do these staggering numbers actually come from? Today, using the godlike perspective of the Hubble Space Telescope, we will lift the veil on the mysteries of the universe. Let's see how scientists calculate the number of galaxies in the universe. In the vast and boundless cosmos, galaxies are the fundamental building blocks. They are like islands scattered across a cosmic ocean, diverse in shape and spread throughout every dark corner of space. Yet for most of history, humanity has been like a frog at the bottom of a well. We thought the Milky Way above our heads was everything, unaware that beyond the rim of the well lay an infinite world. That illusion was completely shattered only after an eye of the universe was launched into space. This instrument was the Hubble Space Telescope, launched in 1990. Named after the astronomer Edwin Hubble, the space telescope soared beyond Earth. It is like a key that unlocks the door to time itself, because the light it observes comes from billions, tens of billions of years in the past. For the first time, it allowed us to witness the childhood of the universe with our own eyes. Thanks to Hubble, we were finally able to see our home clearly, the Milky Way. It contains at least 200 billion stars, and most of those stars host at least one planet. And so, a profound question arose, one that kept astronomers awake at night. Are there other galaxies, like the Milky Way, and how many of them are there? This question plunged astronomers into deep contemplation, because the universe is simply too vast, so vast. But even units like astronomical units and light years begin to feel inadequate. The Hubble team came up with a solution. They divided the entire sky into 12.7 million tiny patches. Then they focused on one of the darkest and emptiest looking regions, counted all the galaxies within that tiny patch, and multiplied the result by 12.7 million. That was the method. From 2003 to 2004, the Hubble Space Telescope pointed its lens at a region behind the constellation, a patch of sky only a fraction of the size of the full moon. In ordinary telescopes, this area appeared completely dark and empty. But Hubble spent 113 days on an ultra-long exposure staring into the darkness with unwavering focus. When scientists finally examined the resulting image, the world fell silent. This image, known as the Hubble Ultra Deep Field, revealed a shocking truth. In a region once thought to be utterly empty, there were more than 10,000 galaxies. Each faint point of light was an entire system containing hundreds of billions, even trillions, of stars. Based on this measurement, astronomers obtained their first answer for the observable universe. Within a spherical region centered on Earth, with a radius of 46.5 billion light-years, there are about 2 trillion galaxies. 2 trillion. This was the answer Hubble gave us, a number so enormous that even imagination collapses under its weight. But scientists soon realized that what Hubble could see was still incomplete. Older, fainter galaxies in the early universe seemed to have vanished from view, as if they had become invisible. We needed eyes that could see into the deepest darkness. And so, on Christmas Day in 2021, a true cosmic ghost hunter was launched into space, the James Webb Space Telescope, costing $10 billion and representing the most complex and advanced astronomical observatory in human history. Unlike Hubble, Webb does not orbit Earth. Instead, it traveled 1.5 million kilometers away and now hovers silently there. Its massive mirror can collect infrared radiation from the most ancient objects in the universe. Every image it captures is overturning conclusions drawn from Hubble. It sees galaxies that are smaller, redder, and far more numerous. These galaxies existed just a few 100 million years after the Big Bang. Webb is telling us that the roughly 20,000 galaxies counted by Hubble may represent only a minimum. The universe contains far more than we once imagined. So where does the terrifying number of 502 trillion come from, a figure that has set social media buzzing? The answer lies in one of the most fundamental and humbling concepts in cosmology: The observable universe is not the entire universe. What we call the observable universe is merely the region that our instruments can see. Since the birth of the universe 13.8 billion years ago, only light from within a radius of 46.5 billion light-years has had time to reach us. Light from beyond that boundary, due to the superluminal expansion of space itself, will never reach Earth. Based on precise cosmological measurements and theoretical models, scientists estimate that the region we can observe, despite all our technological pride, may constitute only 1/251st of the entire universe, and thus a staggering multiplication appears. 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe, multiplied by 251, yields approximately 502 trillion galaxies. This is the scientific origin of that number. Note carefully, this figure is not directly counted. It is derived from physical principles and serious mathematical Beyond the limits of the observable universe lie realms that are forever unknown to us, in the strict sense of physical causality. Nothing that happens there can ever have any causal connection with us. Those regions may also be filled with galaxies, or they may obey entirely different physical laws. We will never know. This model leads directly to the source of the cosmic unease mentioned at the beginning. The universe is expanding at an accelerating rate, and galaxies far enough away from us are receding faster than the speed of light. The light they emit will never reach us. This means that, even at this very moment, countless galaxies are gradually and permanently disappearing from our observable universe. The universe we see is becoming emptier and darker with time. This is a gentle loss, but an irreversible one. We can imagine that 100 billion years from now, if another intelligent civilization arises on some distant planet, their astronomers see even with telescopes hundreds of times more powerful than today. Webb will gaze into a night sky that is nearly uniformly black and eternal. The nearest galaxies will lie at distances so vast as to inspire despair. Their universe will appear stable, silent, and lonely. They will never be able to imagine that, in the distant past, there once existed a species called humanity that witnessed a cosmos so vibrant, brilliant, and full of stars. The era we live in is brief, but extraordinarily precious for understanding the universe. So let us return to the original question. How many galaxies are there in the universe? Based on Hubble's direct observations, about 2 trillion galaxies. Based on deeper corrections from the James Webb Space Telescope, likely more than 2 trillion. Based on large-scale cosmological inference, the entire universe may contain around 502 trillion galaxies, or even more. What we can know may only be the tip of the cosmic iceberg ranging from 200 billion to 2 trillion, and then to 502 trillion galaxies. On a spiral arm of an ordinary galaxy, on the surface of the third planet of an ordinary star, a species looks up. With short-lived lives, they contemplate eternity. With tiny intellects, they measure boundless vastness. This act of questioning itself may be the most magnificent poem echoing through the silent universes. Final answer, and it is precisely this infinite darkness that makes every light of knowledge we ignite shine all the more brilliantly and endure forever.